Welcome back. As you can see from my rapid rating down there in the corner, I haven't made a lot of progress toward my goal for this year. My goal for this year, if you don't remember or you weren't here then, was to break 1400 rapid on chess.com. I'm still hovering in the low 1300s, haven't gotten back to my peak of 1359 yet this year. I'm going to try to play a live rapid game right now on chess.com, and hopefully we will make a little bit of progress toward that goal. If the same thing happens that happened the last couple times I tried to play rapid, where my opponent resigns early, in that case, I'll just play another one. If I lose, I'm going to go to the evaluation analysis board and try to figure out what went wrong. Let's just click play, and hopefully we'll get paired before too long. We did get paired. Okay, and we have a d4, so I will play d5. Are we going to get a Queen's Gambit or a London? Let's see. Are my clocks showing? Oh, we're going to get a whatever that is. I honestly don't know what that is. Okay, well then I'll play this. I don't know if that's good or not. And see if they take it. They didn't take it. Okay. I probably should have put my light squared bishop over there and on that knight, but I didn't. So I should get this knight out here maybe and prepare to castle. I'm going to let this tension sit here for a little bit maybe. No, I'm going to go ahead and take it. All right, exchange a flank pawn for a center pawn. That's fine with me. Then get a bishop out, and then castle, I think. I think the knight will go back to where it was. I assume. It didn't. Okay. They're, I guess, aiming to do this. In that case, I will just draw my bishop back when that happens. Yeah, like this. Their knight was protected by the queen, which is why they didn't feel a need to move it back. I assume I need to work on getting this bishop out, perhaps some way. Let's see, where can that knight go? That knight can go there. So let's do this. And then that, and then I can get my light squared bishop here, move the knight. No, I don't want to move the knight while that square's unguarded. Okay, so I want to move my queen first, here, then move those two pieces, I think. Okay, I haven't seen this position ever, I don't think. That knight should help guard this push, while my other knight protects that pawn. Let's see if this works. Depends on what my opponent does. They did that. Okay, where can their knight go? I'm going to go here and see where their knight goes. Oh, I guess it can go over there or back. Oh, it went over there. Okay. Well, now I can move this knight and be directly threatening that one. Oh, then they'll trade it for my bishop. That makes sense. Well, let's go ahead and do this. And I guess they're going to go ahead and trade for my bishop. They did. And then I want to get that rook out of the line with their light squared bishop. I'm pretty sure. Do I want to put it open on the open file? I don't know. Fair enough. Guess I could take, but then they take and then their rook has that open file. Or I could just push. What if I just pushed? And then that locks up their light squared bishop. I don't have to worry about it anymore. Right, yeah, and it's going to be a while before they can get that pawn. As long as I don't let this one go. As long as I don't let my D pawn go, that E pawn's not going anywhere. They're going to have to sacrifice to get that out of the way. But let's see what they come up with. Okay, they're going to try to reroute their rook here. Okay. I probably need to reroute this bishop, maybe. I'm not sure. Can I get my knight in there? Would that help? Because that pawn's undefended, isn't it? Okay. Let's see if I can go for that pawn. Oh no, that pawn is defended by the rook right now. Of course it is. Let's see what they do. Yeah, it was probably a mistake to put that in there. But mistakes happen. Because now they can just challenge it with h3. They're probably wondering what I did. Or they could do that. They could do that. But then I could defend that with this way and see what happens. Oh, they can take that. Wow. Oh, they didn't. Okay. They're threatening my queen. I got that. But wait, can I oh no, my queen's undefended. I can't just take it. I'm a whole something down right now. Okay. Can I go over here? Let's try it. And then their knight's under threat and we'll see what happens. I guess they can threaten my knight, but then I would just take that pawn, wouldn't I? Wait, they did that? Oh, their rook is protecting that. Wow. I am way off my game today. Now they're threatening my bishop. Okay. Guess I have to go there with it. I say I'm way off my game. I'm apparently not on my game very often anyway, considering how my rating has been doing. Oh, they unguarded that pawn. That's good, right? Now I'm threatening their queen, but I don't know where I can go from there. I guess I can just go back or here. Okay, that actually might be better. That's a decent outpost for that knight over there. Where's their queen gonna go? Right there? All right. Well, then I'm gonna come here, which threatens their rook. Oh, and it also threatens their bishop. Nice. Can they protect both of them? Well, they can't. That's actually, okay. I think this is good for me because they can get the rook out of danger, but okay, that's how they're going to get the bishop out of danger. Very interesting. Okay. Well, I'll take it then, I guess. Okay. I'm a piece ahead, right? I think I'm a piece ahead. But my king has been opened up. Okay. That's not bad, right? I can threaten their queen with the rook. I think I want to do that. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Where do they put it? I guess they can just sidestep. Okay, that's kind of what I figured they would do. Now what can I do? I can go here, which threatens that rook. But then, I mean, I can always put it back, but I don't know if that's worth it or not. I can also go here. Oh, but no, then, yeah, no. What about that? What does that do? Does that do anything? It doesn't do anything. It just forces them to move that rook. Got 6 minutes left. I need to think about this. It would be protected by my queen right there. Actually, would it be bad to put my queen right there? Threatening that rook? They could always move the rook, and then I could take this pawn. No, that pawn's protected. Wow. Okay. Let's just see what they do, and then I can always bring it back. Okay, well, that makes sense. And it's also blocking this pawn. I was kind of hoping to be able to move that pawn later if one of their other pieces got over there just right. That is defended by their queen, so I can't take it with my queen. I can just put my knight back where it was, I guess. Feels like I don't know what I'm doing. Ooh, yeah, see, now it'd be a good time to be able to do that. But now, oh, that was guarding their rook a second ago. It's not anymore. If I take their rook, then they can check me, but I can just come back. And that's a check. And that's a check that wins their rook, their other rook, isn't it? But then I can't come back to guard my king. I might be getting in trouble here, but let's try it. I think my opponent has committed a grievous error. Oh, they resigned. And this wasn't an early resignation. We made it into the 20s, right? We were on move 29. Okay, so I'm not going to count that as like my last 2 rapid games that I've made on video. I had a minus 19 according to the lines right up there at the upper right. I am going to run the game review. If you've made it this far in the video, I truly do appreciate it. Let me know in the comments what your rapid rating is, unless rapid is not the time control that you play the most often. If you're primarily a blitz player or classical, something like that, just let me know. I'm curious. I know I did a poll a while back, but I only had like 300 or 400 subscribers at that time. So, especially if you're new, let me know in the comments what your rating is and the time control you play most often, or rapid, which is what I'm most interested in, or FIDE, if you're actually a FIDE rated player. It says I did not do great. 75 is not great, although it's about average for me. I play some games in the 80s and 90%, and then I have some games in the 50s, and they average out around the low 70s, so it's not horrible. I did have 1 miss and 4 mistakes, but my opponent had 4 misses and a blunder. And it looks like from the graph, my opponent was doing pretty well, but I'm going to guess right there where the graph drops is where they gave up that rook. No, it's not. I was way off. Okay, so their next move, that's what I've had the advantage ever since then when I got that pawn. I did not think I had the advantage at that point. I certainly did not. Wait, what is this? This is a new chart here. Can you see that? It says you really outplayed your opponent in that one. The opening was balanced. You were a cut above your opponent in the middle game. So it rates us by phase. I've never seen this before in a game review. I don't know if it's a new feature or if it's just something I haven't noticed before. So it says that I played the middle game like a 1400, but my opponent played it like an 1100. Very interesting feature. Okay, I am going to run through the game review from here. I'm just going to click next key move and see what happens. Oh, well, we played 6 book moves. This was the queen's pawn opening. Yeah, well, I knew that. And at this point, we were very close to even. Okay, next key move. Moving the knight out was a mistake. That gave my opponent a +2 advantage. I'm wondering why. Was it needed there? Or should I have done the bishop first? Retry. Before that, oh, the analysis bar didn't jump. But before that, should it have been this first? Or is it saying I should have put the knight there, knight to c6? Or should I have gone ahead with this? I have no idea. I'm going to click the hint button. It was the bishop to b7. It wanted me to put the bishop here first before I played the knight move. I thought I had to move the knight first so I could get the rook over out of the line of their bishop and then put my bishop over, but it's saying I should put my bishop there now. I wonder if the analysis board agrees with that. Oh, it definitely does. It's the only move that's not really bad, is getting my bishop out there. I guess that was crucial, and I didn't need to move my rook over just yet because my queen is guarding that square. But e5 was my next best move, and rook to a7 was my third best. Interesting. Okay, back to the review. That was an inaccuracy, and here I should have played bishop to b7. Okay, next. Well, bishop to b7 is a mistake. Now, it wasn't a mistake earlier, but now it's a mistake now that I've pushed this pawn. Is it saying now I should push this? No, because then that would have hit this, right? No. I'm going to say it's e4 now, is my guess. Well, it's not, because otherwise it would say it's best. All right, well, retry. I'm going to click the hint button. It is going to be knight out to there. Knight to b6. Interesting. Oh, I guess it's heading here now? Is that what it's doing? Because I found that square later in the game as an outpost for the knight, a safe space where no pawns could hit it. But surely I wouldn't want to go there now while there's a knight there. Or maybe I would, and maybe if the knight took me, then I could get more control here with this pawn and get a pawn past midfield, so to speak. Go to the analysis side, it's definitely saying knight to b6 is my best move. a5 is my second best move, and rook to e8. Well, I don't understand the why of any of those, but let's go back to the review tab. Yeah, this is a little funky because you have to click retry in order to play the thing that it said you had to play, which was this. Game review is currently not working. We apologize for the inconvenience, and we're working to fix it. Chess.com, this keeps happening. I thought we were done. It's been a week or so since I've had any of these really strange error messages during the game review or the analysis. Let's go back to the review. Is it going to let me continue? The next key move was there, okay, next. Okay, e4 was a mistake, so let's retry. Should I have captured? That was bad, so should I have just taken? Yes, I should have just taken. Well, I didn't want to because I really don't like those bishops in the corners there pointing all the way down because I often forget about them. It says, what does the analysis board say here? They would have taken back with their g pawn. Really? I wouldn't have expected that. I would have expected them to take back with their e pawn so they could open up that rook. But I guess, okay, I guess the e-pawn is kind of blocking off this key diagonal. If they had taken with that, I suppose I could have checked here. But, I mean, it just would have been a check. I don't know about that. But really, it's saying they would have taken back with the g-pawn, would have been their best move. And they still would have had a slight advantage at this point. Okay. Yeah, okay. Next. My next move was a mistake as well. Retry. What should I have done instead? I actually thought that wasn't too bad. Oh, now does it want knight to b6? I don't know. I'm going to click the hint button. Oh, it does want knight to b6. The only reason I guessed that is because it said that a few moves earlier. If it hadn't said that a few moves earlier, I definitely wouldn't have guessed it. But I was kind of guessing it half-heartedly because I had no idea. Oh, wait, if it's best, why did it stop there? That pawn was yours for the taking. I'm curious as to why it stopped there. So that's where I gained the advantage, is the move before that when my opponent stopped guarding that pawn. I'm glad I was noticing that because I had almost taken it earlier when I moved the knight up there in the first place, and then I realized, oh no, the rook is protecting it. So then that was in my mind, and so when the rook moved, I did see pretty quickly that that they had stopped guarding the pawn, but I had no idea that's where I took control of the game. Okay, and that one was also best, but it stopped there. Okay, the game review has definitely changed since the last time I ran through it, because it didn't used to stop on best moves. It would stop on great moves or brilliant moves and mistakes and blunders, and every now and then it would stop on inaccuracies. So that was the key point, right back there where the opponent quit guarding the pawn, and now we know. Right there. Right there is where the opponent blundered, and that was big enough to give me a -2. And I took the pawn, which was best, and it says I'm supposed to play rook f to e8. Oh, I get it. Lining up with the queen and protecting the knight. Then wherever I move the knight, the queen's in danger, so they would have to move their queen. It says they wouldn't, though. It says that they would put their bishop here. But then I would put my knight over there, and their queen would be in danger. Why wouldn't they move the queen? It says that's actually their best move. Why wouldn't it be in their best interest to move the queen to, I don't know, d3 or f2? What if they moved it to F2? What would be so bad then? I would still play here. Okay, I don't understand the difference, but apparently it says that's what I should have done here, but my second best move, and very close, was what I played, which was knight to C4. I'm glad I found it, and I did. Okay, that was a mistake? Okay, what should they have done? Oh, they should have just put it here and let me take the rook for the knight. Oh, that's why that was a blunder. I get that now. When they undefended that pawn and I took it, which was the best move, apparently. It wasn't great or brilliant, but it was the best. And the problem was that it threatened the queen, so they had to move the queen at that point. Leaving the rook here, the bishop and the rook were already primed for this spot for me to fork them here. Okay, see, I can't see that from way over here like Stockfish can. I did see that they unguarded the pawn. I thought I was just winning a pawn. Okay, but a much better player than me, and obviously Stockfish, saw that not only would I win the pawn, but that pawn would threaten the queen, which would force the queen to move, which would allow me to put the knight over here, which would hit both of these pieces, one of which is unprotected. And I would win for free because if they guard it, then I win the other one. And that's what happened. That threatened the queen. They saw it. They had to move the queen, and I went there. Okay. I was going there just as a safe spot for the knight. If you were watching, you remember that I had no idea until I got there that, oh, now I'm forking these two pieces. So I kind of stumbled into that. But if you made it this far, once again, thank you for watching. If you noticed something that I missed during the game, something I didn't understand, as always, feel free to let me know in the comments. It doesn't matter whether you're rated higher than me or lower than me. I always appreciate advice or suggestions. And if you want to see a different kind of video from me, leave that in the comments too. I'm open to ideas, especially ideas that might help me get better at chess. See you next time.